That's their loss, not ours.
What did the wannabes do?
I thought, actually, none of them came up to me and asked their usual question, would y'all take us back in? Nobody ever said anything. They were fairly well behaved, I thought. But there was a lot of them.
And there was some there you could definitely tell were not Delawares.
I know Noah would stay way away from me.
That lady in New York, there was no way she was a Delaware.
I don't think she knew what she was. I gotta quit that. Okay.
But everybody was nice.
Well, Molly kind of made it clear, you know, that this is a non-political gathering, and if you got politics, go to the woods.
Yeah.
And I think that pretty well held.
It did, I think, you know.
I,
Wasn't no pushing or nothing from their part on us.
Do I hear any unfinished business or old business?
Just an announcement. My daughter called me today. She starts Cherokee Athletic Monday. She's got to go to Tahlequah Monday for orientation, and she'll start down there on Tuesday.
All right,
She got the job there as RE,
all right.
so I'm proud of her.
Yes.
Well, she worked for it. She sure worked for it.
If there's no further old business, do I hear any new business? If not, can I hear a motion for the time and place of our next regular trust board meeting?
It was that third Wednesday. So, 23rd. Is it 23rd?
The third Wednesday would be the 16th of September. Which is just a week and a half before Delaware Day, so.
That's right. Motion to have the next meeting on the 16th at 4 o'clock, same location, Delaware Community Center.
I second that.
Motion been made and seconded for the next regular meeting of the Delaware Trust Board to be September the 16th at 4 o'clock. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed?
With Scott Thompson present.
With
No excuses.
Scott Thompson present. And that should be put in the minutes, I think. If we got it in the minutes, he will probably make a point of not having anything else.
Mail him a copy of the minutes that he's to be here.
Can I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye. Aye. I believe they're still giving a discount to the tribe for anybody that eats at the Little Mexico.
Anybody going tonight?
Is anybody here gonna go to Monterey House tonight?
I will if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, they donate back 20%, but your ticket comes back to
I think there's tickets out on the kiosk.
I think you heard him say.
We're adjourned.
Okay.
I think we voted on it. It's Achi Mositam, means something like, let's have a council meeting. This isn't a council meeting, but it's a trust meeting, so I reckon that same phrase will work for this. I'd like to call the meeting to order and ask Mary Waters if she'd lead us in a moment of prayer.
Let's bow our heads. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. Father, we thank you for this committee. We thank you for their dedication and their wish to serve their people. Father, we just thank you for all the many blessings that you bestow upon us. We thank you for what you do with us, Father. We ask you to continue to be with us and help us in all that we do. We thank you for those that come to the meeting. Thank you for their interest and their willingness to help. We just pray that you would be with us this evening. Help us in our decisions and help us be strong for our people. These things we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Can Secretary read the roll call?
Yes, Chairman Justin Brooks,
Here.
Vice Chair Mary Waters,
Here.
Secretary Roger Stewart here, Treasurer John Sumter,
Here,
Member Holmes Scott, Member Joe Brooks here, Member Vernon Crawford.
No, I haven't heard from Homer. We did hear from Vernon Crawford that she was sick. We do have a quorum, though, so. I'd like to welcome our 7 guests. And ask the trust board for a motion to approve the agenda.
so moved.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the agenda as written. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Did everybody get the minutes by electronic means?
I did.
Are you getting them electronically, Mary, the minutes? So you need a few minutes to review. You've already looked at it. Do I hear any additions or corrections to the minutes?
Motion to approve July 15th minutes with any corrections. Anybody sees? I didn't see the first one.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the minutes Are there any additions or corrections? If there are no additions or corrections, all in favor of approving the minutes as written, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. I had Scott Thompson with Arvest had said that he would be at this meeting, but he got called over to a meeting in St. Louis today, so we're gonna have to put that off again. But I'll turn the floor over to John on the treasurer's report.
In the beginning balance, last report was $4,205,868.82. Right now, our current balance, we're sitting at $4,216,181.68. It went up $10,312.86, which is definitely better than the last report. We're gaining a little bit, but even still yet, we haven't made that much since the beginning of the year, which is January 1st. What do we figure, about 10,000 something
For the year,
for the year?
about 60,000, but
No, I think it's more like 50,000. If I remember right, we'd start the year with something like $4,150,000.
Well, I'm gonna start making hard copies of the bottom. And I went on my computer, but I gotta get on my computer. So,
I do know that we had to do a drawdown of our money to make payments of $20,000 last month. So stocks and bonds, instead of making us $10,000, they actually made us something like 30,000, and we drew down 20 of it.
okay.
I keep hearing talk on the news about big financial problems coming. Does everybody hear that kind of talk?
Fox News, who I listen to in the morning, they've got their report saying it ain't looking that good. With the price of gold fluctuating the way it is, mostly going down from what it used to be. That's kind of an indicator to me, we're kind of looking at hard times. Yeah, that's that guy, Grandpa, I couldn't call his name. He was one that, he was big time watcher on the financials of the United States. And he has declared that we're in for a bad time for the upcoming year, about 2 years. So,
I even, of course, I guess all of us know that the national debt, something like 17+ trillion dollars. I heard, and I think it was some kind of backdoor news that the Department of Defense had lost about $8 trillion in the last 10 years. They didn't know where it went. Now, whether or not that's true, I hadn't got any idea, but $17 trillion is about $55,000 for every man, woman, and child in the United States. Now, I don't know where I'm gonna get my $55,000 to pay the national debt. So I think it's probably imperative that we get Mr. Scott Thompson here next month and talk about our future.
It's not looking very good, I'll tell you for sure.
We'll get to high school line on the Richmond. We'll get some against
Well, of course, if there's going to be a bad monetary collapse, can you trust your banker to tell you? I don't know. I'm not calling anybody a liar, but I'm not old enough to have seen the Great Depression, but
I can tell you what he'll tell you, same thing mine did when I lost $250,000. Leave it there and come back. Yeah. When?
well, I guess the reason I mentioned that is maybe we should be talking to somebody else other than our banker, or in addition to. I don't know who that would be. Gene Lewis, our chief financial officer, says things would be okay. But
You still need a back door. Still need a back door.
I'll scout around in the next month and see if we can find somebody that's capable of giving financial advice in addition to Scott Thompson from RBS. I'm not talking about necessarily switching away from them, but just talk about the future in general. And I think we owe it to our people, to the whole tribe, to safeguard our money as best we can.
I agree with that. We got it back up over 4 million again. I want it to stay there.
As far as a budget for next year, it's sure not looking very good. Looks like we're gonna be about $30,000-$40,000 slimmer than it was this year. It stays like it has been for some of these committees, we're gonna have to take some drastic measures.
Can I hear a motion though to approve John's financial report of pending audit?
So moved, spending audit.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor of approval of the financials pending audit, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Brother, can you
Do the community services.
yeah, since Verna's not here, I think we approved.
Community services, we did 3 dental for a total of $604. 1 elder prescription, $900. Emergency assistance, $196.58. Medical, 1 for $200. rental assistance, 1 for $200. Student optical, 2 for $372.12. We also approved up to $40 per month for fish food for the next 2 years to feed the fish that the tribe stocked the pond. Doing that out of community services. So we also approved that. It's not on here, but we did approve that, up to $40 a month. The fish are doing quite well. Some of the catfish look like they've already grown 4 to 5 inches.
Got any names yet?
No, but I need you down there to burp them after I feed them.
The question is, are they skillet sized?
No,
No,
and they won't be till year after next.
I don't,
Next year, we did get advised we should have fish and release only.
Oh, yeah.
But the following year, then we gotta start harvesting some fish out of there.
I've been down there 3 or 4 times when my brother was feeding them. It's like a hungry bunch of piranhas are just waiting there for the food to hit the
They're there waiting.
surface.
Every day, they're there waiting.
The water just boils when that food falls in it.
Well, there's an old boy up Kenny, he had the big idea. He had about an 8-acre, 9-acre pond. He was gonna raise catfish. And that was the same way, but he run a darn 2-inch pipe down in the water about a foot off the shore. It's like ringing a dinner bell. You'd hit them, you could see the V-wicks coming up in the same way. That water just boiled once they started throwing food. It was something else. But he never did figure out how to harvest them. There's some big catfish in that pond now.
Homer, I guess, is building some turtle traps to place in there. We've got the overpopulation of turtles in there. A lot of turtles, snappers.
Good.
Not me. Might be one of our ancestors.
Yeah, when I was on a survival course and I told Mom about it, oh man, you ought to heard the butt chewing I got.
Homer said we'd transport them way down, put them in the Caney River, way down the river, 10 miles from here. I counted 16 down there the other night when I was feeding the fish.
Too many.
Well, the turtles are probably eating half of the food, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, Homer's not here, so I'll do the best I can on culture preservation. The main thing discussed at the meeting was Delaware Days coming up, the 25th and 26th of September. We will have one more meeting before Delaware Days and the culture preservation meeting. Also, the culture preservation committee come to a conclusion to let the Veterans Committee suggest a veteran for the veteran honoree, and the Elders Committee, Mary, to suggest an elder honoree. I believe that's correct, isn't it, Joe Brooks? You've been
Yeah.
here.
And then the cultural committee will approve whoever they recommend.
We also passed resolutions on how much to spend for the meet on Saturday night. I forgot the amount, I think.
It was 500, wasn't it, John, and 250 for
wasn't it?
supplies?
I wasn't at cultural.
I think we approved 500 and 250 for supplies, if I'm not mistaken.
And stipend for Elaine
Yeah, we
and Jack
increased it
to
from 100.
cover the electricity.
We approved, it was $200, I think, was my motion. We did 150 last year. Because of inflation, I thought we should increase it to 200, so I make the motion for 200.
Did, at our last meeting, which I missed, because I got roped into going down to Durant to hear the president speak. It was a report given on the Wisconsin trip.
Yes.
Is Delaware days, and you said 25th and 26th, a 2-day event?
Friday night and Saturday.
Friday night, Saturday night.
Yeah, I think for the last couple of years, or several years, we had just a straight potluck on Friday night.
Saturday night.
And Saturday night is also a potluck, but the tribes provide the meat.
Cultural committee.
Yeah, the cultural committee.
Yeah. Still potluck, but the cultural committee furnishes all the meat for Saturday night only. Friday night, straight potluck, everything.
Did they, decide on what they're gonna do about cooking, what they're gonna give, if they want brisket, or?
We're gonna do the same as we did last year. We're gonna do 8 pork loins and 4 briskets.
Okay,
Isn't that how many briskets you did last year?
I believe so, cause
I think it was 8 and 4.
yeah, cause I did 2 in Dutch oven, cause some people don't like the smoked brisket.
I thought about cutting it back because we had some pork left, and they said no, because it's growing every year. We better not cut it back. So we're gonna do, the vote was to do exactly the same.
Do
And
they want me to,
I volunteered to do the pork loins again.
well, do they want me to do the brisket?
I'm sure they do. I ain't got room on my smoker with 8 pork loins on there.
Well, I'm looking too, because I got some other cooks, say, the 25th is my son's birthday, he actually gonna make it to 30 years old. I was having doubts there.
And you're getting old, John.
Huh?
You're getting old.
I refuse to be, no.
Well, you got a son that's 50-something years old.
No, I held off, I didn't have him until I was 33. When I had him, he come along.
Joe, did you say that we'll have 2 honorees? We'll have a veteran
Veteran and elder.
and the elders.
Elder.
The elder would be from our,
Yeah.
I mean, Elizabeth. And who did you say would select the veteran?
The Veterans Committee.
Okay.
Now, is that gonna be a set deal? Because we did have some voices saying that they shouldn't have that right because the cultural committee's always picked them before. But we've never had a veteran stand.
The cultural committee they'll vote on them also, but they want the recommendations to come from them committees. And then the cultural committees are also gonna pay for the blankets. Both of them.
Okay.
So how many do we select?
One elder from your elders committee, and 1 from the veterans committee.
And then the cultural preservation?
They'll just reaffirm whoever you all
Okay.
recommend.
Okay.
Joe Brooks, can you cover education too?
Education committee, we approved Academic Achievement Award 3 for $300. Athletic assistance, we did 1 denied, and that's because it was not school sponsored. Education, 1 at $50. School supply vouchers, 6 for $193.87. Trust fund higher education scholarship, full-time, 32 for $9,600. Part-time, 1 at $150, and we denied 2. I think they were both denied because of grade point average, were they not, Sasheen?
Yes.
They didn't meet the grade point average. That's all I have on the education committee.
Sasheen, did you have anything you'd like to add on community services or education?
No, the only thing I did get done is like all the applications online now for the people that did it. Because I know I planned on doing it after the meeting and I didn't do it. So, and they are up and they are ready, so everything's on there completed.
Okay. The Elders Committee, Mary Waters.
Okay, we met on August the 3rd in the dining hall, and we meet at 12:30, but it usually goes later than that. The officers present were Mary Waters, Bonnie Jo Griffith, and Jan Brown. And our honored elders is Bonnie Thaxton and Jack Tatum. They were there. And we discussed our ideas that we had presented to the council on improving our lunch program. And part of the ideas were not accepted. And I think I reported that last month on what we were asking. But I understand that the cost did go up to $5 from $3 for the add-ons. And since our last meeting, our tribal members have been on a trip to Wisconsin. And at our meeting on August 3rd, Bonnie Jo gave a report complete with pictures. And Joe Brooks also added to the program. Their reports were very informative, and as of today, this is all we have heard about the trip. We, the elders, would like to welcome anybody that wishes to speak in our meeting, to tell about the trip, and we'd like them to talk to the elders about it. Our next meeting will be Monday, September the 7th at 12:45. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mary. Reinvestment, John.
No meeting, no report.
And tribal operations is the same. Actually, the tribal operations really essentially consist of the tribe getting its proportion of the trust at the beginning of each year. Roger, can you hit on, well, I think you were there too at the Veterans Committee, weren't you, John?
Yes.
Both, since Homer's not here. Either one of you can report on veterans.
Like I had the finger pointed at me before. Okay. Basically, where we're discussing, the color guard went to ICOT to represent us on Saturday night, which it turned out well. We had our newest member to the color guard, Deborah Mooney. I think she come out as a 7, but she agreed with the committee's approval. She added. we discussed the honored veteran, which will probably hack somebody off. I know it'll hack some people off, but, it's me. So I got nominated, so that'll go before cultural. That ought to be an exciting one. Basically, it was just a cuss and discuss, and, that was about the only 2 items of business that we covered. And a report, excuse me, about the veterans up to Wisconsin. We did well. I gotta admit, we looked good. We had academy fatigues. The other guys, they were all slacks, white shirt, and black vest. The veterans there we met were good. I mean, we were welcomed by them. We had a good visit, a good get together all together. I would go again, except for some of it. I wasn't there for the wannabe sessions. My back was hurting and I disappeared anyway. But all in all, I think we represented the tribe well at that gathering. We got some good attaboys from the people up there. So I think we did a heck of a job.
I'd like to throw in that, and this is my opinion, and I think probably my brother's opinion, and everybody that was there, I think our color guard looked better and performed better than any other color guard that participated. Although as John mentioned, the veterans and their groups were all friendly and good people too.
Oh, and along with that, I do have video. I don't have many pictures of the color guard coming in, some of the dances and some of the other things.
I do. I've got some pictures.
Okay, all mine's video. And I just ordered a new desktop computer that can burn CDs, DVDs.
I've got a brand new computer. I haven't learned how to operate it yet.
Well,
So
mine's
I will
supposed to
get
be
them,
in this week,
but I will get them on there.
but I'll go ahead and I'll cut off the DVDs, and we got a player up here and a screen. Well, we can do it that way. All right, because I do want to turn it over, because that stuff should be archived.
Yes.
And I did. The reason I missed the last cultural meeting, I went over here to the Seneca Green Corn. They had the Seneca boys down from up north. They call it the stick dance. We know it as skin dance. They brought it with them. They've been carrying that, way back since the Air Corps Federation. And I talked to the young man that was leading everything. They had 4 singers and some of their dancers, and I did get that video and everything. Kind of hard to see because it was dark, but I was impressed. And when he found out I was Delaware, I had to sit down and listen to a story, because it went, Delaware man was training his son in the old ways, the songs, big house ways. But the Jesuits showed up and went to converting them, but the old man told them no, we're staying traditional. Well, they went behind his back and converted the young man, his son, and he threw all of that away. So he went to the Seneca Longhouse and asked some of them elders there to learn them songs and to keep them for the Delaware people until they were asked for. And I was the first Delaware, to his knowledge, this is going back to at least 69 anyway, that I know of, that had asked for them songs. And they stopped their program right then and reset it, and they did the skin dance for me while I videoed it. And I got it, and he said, and it lasted maybe 35, 40 minutes, but he said, there's a lot more to it than that, and he can take it on for an hour onwards and stuff. So I kind of made a deal. They used what they call the big house drum, the foaming hide drum, to archived slats. And I've seen the pictures, and I got the basics on how to make it, but they did not know about that drum. They used 2 wooden benches, they had 4 seconds, and they straddled the wooden benches facing each other. And they didn't have the big house sticks, but that's what they're using as a drum, was that,
The
and they
band,
use logs up there and stuff. That's the reason they called it the stick dance. So, I felt privileged. I mean, man, it made me feel good. It really did to see that. And, made a deal. I sent them a drum. We're gonna get all our songs back. So, and that's the reason I wasn't at the cultural meeting last time I was over there. So, but that's just off to the side. That didn't have nothing to do with the veterans, but since it crossed my mind, I thought I'd bring it out. Sure, because like I say, I'll have my new computer. It's got the burning capabilities. All I got's a little laptop, and I got hit with ransomware. And it done me a job. They had to wipe it clean. I'm having to reload everything back and the whole 9 yards. And I finally got online yesterday for the first time. But with this new setup, I'll be able to cut it off. And I'll present elders, whoever you want to keep it, a copy. And of course, cultural preservation needs to be Anita's doing the archiving, isn't she? Because that skin dance definitely needs to be archived. You know, I think down here, so I can get that done.
Mary, Bonnie Jill, one of the Stockbridge Muncie ladies took a whole bunch of video pictures, and she promised Bonnie Joe that she would send us a copy of them, and I'm sure that we'd like to report that to the elders committee too. If it doesn't arrive in time, we'll do it in October.
Yeah, anytime,
Yeah.
because I think the others would enjoy it, and while this trip is fresh, and, you know, we've all thought about it and everything, I think it's a good time. And John, our next meeting will be, isn't it, Mary, September 7th? That's our next meeting.
I can have it ready by then.
Okay.
It-
Be more than happy to bring it up.
We can tell the others.
Okay.
I think, isn't the 7th of September Labor Day, though?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it
Is it?
is.
Yeah, it's Labor Day.
It's the
It's
first
closed.
Monday in September.
Then our doctrine that we went by said that we would have it the following Monday, the meeting, following Monday,
So it'll be the 14th.
14th, okay, it'll be 14th then. I didn't know it was Labor Day.
Okay, well, no problem, just drive by the house and throw a rock.
What's your phone number?
918-766-5592.
Since this trust board, the committees of this trust board sponsored that trip to Wisconsin, I think we assured old Kay Anderson a big thanks for preparing the food for Saturday night.
Yes, we
It
do.
was the best food up there. Fried bread, grape dumplings, and John did the corn soup.
God, Mom, that ain't corn
Good.
soup, that's different.
Yeah.
They did not know what it was.
It's good, it was good.
Sweet.
I made it with sweet corn because, well, I made 2 batches. But the only thing I could find at that time was sweet corn. Now, me, myself, I like it better with field corn. That's what I was raised with, but made with sweet corn, pretty darn good.
It was, Saturday night up there was an excellent meal. They chunked up venison and cooked it in gravy, and they had mashed potatoes, and they had coleslaw and 5-bean salad. along with our fry bread and grape dumplings.
And they eat roasted corn on the
Yeah,
grill.
roasted corn, yeah.
And people up there didn't even know what grape dumplings was. They was like, what? But most of them came back for seconds. Oh, man, them are good.
We sit there between Martina and Kay, they was doing, Kay, I mean, this container was a big plastic one of those big tote containers. That thing was full of dope,
It probably weighed 100 pounds.
at least.
I'll guarantee you it did, because I had to pick it up and get it on that cart to get it out of the hotel.
And she used, I'll tell you how many bags, 5-pound bags of flour she used for the fry bread and the grape dumplings. 7.
What?
No, 9, because she had 2 she took with her. 9 bags, 5-pound bags of flour.
Well, me and Homer sit there and fried up over 300 pieces of fry bread. Her and Martina was doing the dough part, me and Homer was at the dirt stove. Boy, that was hot.
Did you know that Martina was, Martina Thomas?
Uh-huh.
John Thomas?
Yeah, we owe her
Yeah.
a big thanks too. She drove
Yeah.
over
Oh,
from
yeah.
Green Bay.
Yeah, she lives in,
All 3 days, she jumped right in with the cooking and stuff. I mean, it was like old home.
Bonnie Joe had a picture of Kay and Bonnie and this, little girl, and I said, I know her, that's Red Day's sister.
Right.
And it was.
Yep.
And I was so glad she.
You know, and really, we do need to get her a letter of appreciation or something.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't we send a letter of appreciation to Kay and
And
Martina?
I would go with that in a heartbeat, because that was a lot of work Kay done.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Because she mixed all that dough in her motel room.
Yeah, she probably had to stay up half of the night to do
That's
that.
a lot of dough.
So, yeah, if with y'all's consent, I'll just send a letter to both of them. And, of course, I'll send y'all a copy of it too.
I'll make that in form of a motion. We send a letter of appreciation to Kay and Martina.
I'll second that.
Motion been made and seconded to send a letter of thanks to Kay Anderson and Martina Thomas. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Because a lot of that video that Martina took, I gave her my camera, she set up on this, made kind of like stadium seats, road, beautiful ground. She did most of the filming for me and everything. She did a heck of a job.
She loved that.
No,
I was impressed with her grounds up there.
I was too, except for that hole that I almost fell over in on the far side of that drum.
They talked me into leaving a couple of stomp dances.
It was definitely a good trip. And we met a lot of people. that Are our relatives. Yeah, incidentally, the Delaware Nation from Anadarko nobody came. And I've heard it was because the Stockbridge Muncies had invited several wannabe groups. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I just know they wasn't there.